Ever wondered where the creatures of Gravity Falls hide when you're not looking? What is it like to be lost in the multiverse? Wonder no more with Lost Legends, a collection of 4 brand new tales never before revealed. That's how Alex Hirsch started the book of Gravity Falls Lost Legend. Shall we wait no more? Heads up, there are going to be spoilers. All of it is narrated by none other than Shmebulock. Yes, the gnome who usually can only say his own name. Turns out every 1,000 years, he gets one magical night to speak full sentences. And lucky for us, he used that voice to spill all the secrets in the market of mystery picture. This your dad steps out to buy milk and just never comes back. What if instead of abandoning the family, he just stumbled through door number 13 in Gravity Falls and ended up in the bizarre bazaar of interdimensional nightmares? Hey, it's Gravity Falls. That's probably the least weird explanation. In the story, Face It Pacifica ropes Dipper into helping her remove her eye bags using a spell from the journal. Dipper, being sensible for once, says nope because, well, cursed book full of ancient magic. But Pacifica isn't one to take no for an answer, especially when it comes to her face. Enter Mr. What's-His-Face, the sketchiest back alley plastic surgeon in existence, whose idea of a facelift is stealing your actual face. Unfortunately, Mabel becomes his next victim, and her entire face gets snatched. Dipper, furious, drags Pacifica into the mess to fix what she started. Their chase leads them into a hidden marketplace, a fever dream of body part merchants, potion peddlers, and creatures that look like rejected Pokemon designs. Pacifica predictably can't resist the urge to glow up. She steals a potion that promises flawless skin, but instead it causes horrifying boils and flesh rot. In short, instant regret. Mr. What's-His-Face buys them both, then rips Dipper's face off too. He offers Pacifica a terrible choice, either to take the faces back or lose her own beauty forever. She hesitates, and then chooses chaos. She hurls her rotting potion in his face, melting his mug off. With some help from Ford, who shows up just in time to freeze the creep, Dipper and Mabel get their faces back. Moral of the story, inner beauty wins. Also, never trust anyone named What's-His-Face. Oh, and still no sign of your missing dad. Maybe check another door. 2. The Cursed Comic Book. Ever seen a baby with the face of a bitter old man? Ever wanted to float through the air while never moving your body again? If you said yes, congratulations, you probably read too many comics. In Comics Up, Stan gets cursed after mocking comic books. One moment he's grumbling about these silly pictures, the next he's getting sucked into the pages and turned into a cartoon character. That's right, disrespect comics in Gravity Falls, and the comics will literally fight back. Cue rescue mission. Mabel, Dipper, Suze, Wendy, and Uncle Ford all leap into the comic to save him. Each page is a new genre. One minute they're in manga world, the next they're superheroes with bad one-liners. And yes, Mabel is thriving. Eventually they find Stan curled up crying. Turns out he actually loves comics, but can't accept the graphic novel crowd. The book won't let him go until he admits his bias and respects all kinds of illustrated storytelling. Once he does, Wendy axes through the paper sky and rips the crew back to reality. Lesson learned, respect others' passions or risk becoming a punchline. Do you enjoy creating your own comic or graphic novels? Comment down below. 3. Anti-Mabel. Do you believe in the multiverse? Imagine one moment you are lazily watching this video in the worst posture possible. The next, you are adventuring through a dimension where you meet a million other versions of yourself. Mabel is helping clean up post-Bill Cipher chaos when she slips through a dimensional crack and lands on Planet Mabel. Imagine every version of yourself. Goth, alien, pirate, possibly evil, living in one place. It's a rainbow of chaos. But not all Mabels are friendly. One, in fact, is anti-Mabel. She's a perfectly mirrored clone with sinister motives and a suspicious dislike of cats. She traps our Mabel and tries to take her place in the real world. Meanwhile, the uncles come looking and bring the wrong Mabel back home. It takes Ford approximately 5 seconds to suspect something's off, mostly because she asked to borrow a laser gun. Back in Mabelland, the real Mabel rallies a whole army of alternate selves and leads a jailbreak. As Anti-Mabel tries to blend in, her evil cat-hating shirt gives her away. Busted. In the end, they yeet her straight back into the dimension she crawled out of. So, if you ever met a different version of yourself, would you like them? Or would you lock them in a magical mirror world forever? Food for thought. 4. The Pines Boys' Childhood Monster Hunt. Apples don't fall far from the paranormal tree. Turns out Mabel and Dipper got their thirst for danger and mystery straight from their great uncles. Back when Stan and Ford were just the Pines Boys' childhood monster hunt, they found themselves trying to solve their own monster case. It starts when their dad loses the gold necklace in the family shack and suspects Stan of stealing it. Hurt by the accusation, Stan and Ford sneak out to prove their innocence and track down the real thief, a legendary creature hiding in a nearby cave. Of course, they're not alone. Enter the gleeful pair of twins of the siblings family, slick, smug, and more annoying than a pop-up ad. They mock the Pines Boys relentlessly, but still tag along. Inside the cave, things go sideways. There is a monster, and it is massive. But just as they're about to prove Stan didn't steal the necklace, plot twist, he did. Turns out it was a gift he wanted to give their dad. The pendant read, "Best Dad," and Stan was desperate for any sign of love or approval. A heartbreaking moment wrapped in a monster hunting adventure. So, have you ever stolen something from your parents just to feel seen? No judgment. That's Lost Legends in a nutshell. 4 stories packed with magical, chaos, multiversal mayhem, and surprisingly heartfelt moments. Which one was your favorite? Which Mabel would you want on your side? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, in Gravity Falls, nothing is ever as it seems.